Hello YouTube, Alan here, and this is part 2 of the previous episode, basically. If you watched my previous episode, I told you about how long the video was after I had done editing the video, and, well, I'm here to tell you, this is part 2. This is just a continuation of the last episode, so it's going to be kind of a rough cut. In case you guys wanted a bit of an update, we were in the process of taking down our enemies, and I had just realized that we had hyper relays, so I was beginning to build those. You should be well caught up by now, actually. So, thank you all for watching, and enjoy the video. Alrighty, sorry about that. Got that all sorted though. Toss you on over there. Get you.
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
Right. Let's send you over to here. And I will have you take that planet. How many arms? Oh, nothing. Jeez, dudes. Okay. As for you, I will have you go over to here.
Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
Because, unsurprisingly, alright, we got... How the heck are you guys over there? No, seriously, how the heck are you guys over there? Yeah, how the heck are you guys over there? Okay. Which one of you guys are the most... Yeah, Legion 203. Go kick these guys' butts. I don't know how they snuck them around us, but they did. I'm willing to bet it was probably that wormhole.
Attempting brute force.
They might have wormhole technology, and we don't yet, for some reason. And I'm kind of a little bit annoyed by that, actually. Because it allows them to do crap like that. Unless, of course, I'm wrong, and I do already have wormhole tech, and I just never bothered to... Nope, we do have wormhole tech. Gosh dang it, Alan. Okay, where are my science ships? I thought we didn't have wormhole tech yet, but apparently I was just being dumb.
Hostiles engaged. On-site invasion initiated. Let's get it. Time for some new chrome. Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
All right. What do we want to get? Let's get the improved strike craft. Yeah.
Hostiles engaged. We boosted an enemy planet.
Scum and villainy. And where? Oh, there you are. Where does this go? Over here. Yep. Okay, so I've got. Yep. Same thing. I knew that. Yep. Okay. Yep. I knew that. Alrighty. So. Well, good news is. Research, explore. You just chill out there.
Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
We really don't need you to be up there right this second. Truth be told. Yeah, honestly speaking, we don't need you up there right this second. Need you up there eventually, just not right this second. Research, and research. Oh, apparently there's another planetoid here. Aha. That one. Go take that over. So we stop having this dang FTL inhibitor.
On-site invasion initiated. Let's get it.
Whew. Okay, where the heck does this go? This goes over there? Oh, hey. Well, shoot. Go on through the wormhole.
New augments research. Strap in.
I'm a little bit shocked. When I took them over last time, they didn't have that, I don't believe. So that's why I'm shocked that they came through there. That's why I didn't even think that they would come through there. Let's go with you point defense. But oh well, I'll just send these guys through there and let them just rip them apart.
Attempting brute force entry.
Oh yeah, you guys ain't gonna be able to do jack diddly. I am gonna need to send a transport fleet over there though. And I'm also going to need a... You, come here. Go research that stuff. Take that one over, and then you can come on back to here. There. Okay. There.
Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
I'm pretty sure what happened in the other timeline is this declared independence while I was fighting them, which is totally fine with me.
Enemy planet secure.
But
assuming network control,
it did still
attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
It left me in a okay spot. Are you about done, Shard? Come on, Shard. Finish the station.
Debris decrypted. Payday.
I should be refreshing my fleets for obvious reasons.
New council agendas on deck.
And military buildup is done. Okay, let us... don't really need to worry about that. And let's keep our monthly unity going up.
New augments research. Strap in.
Well, I'm sure as heck not gonna say no to building some more hyper relays. Especially since this would allow me to connect up to their network, and that would kind of screw them over. Oh, and I need more alloys.
On-site invasion initiated.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Take that, and then I will send Shard up here.
On-site invasion initiated. Let's get it.
Alrighty, what do we want for technology? Let's go with this. It's a real quick tech. And you aren't really needed anymore, so let's send you up here. You aren't really needed either, so let's send you... let's send you over here.
We found some solid tech in these scraps. Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
There we go. Alright. Okay. So, I'm close to being able to knock... Well, I've knocked 2 people out of this war already. We're not quite finished with them yet. Yeah, I need to finish off these guys. How many do we have in total? 4? These 2. And this guy. Where's the 4th dude?
Debris decrypted. Payday.
Is the 4th dude just some tiny little
Build job
speck?
complete.
Could be the 2nd dude's a tiny little speck. Oh, Jesus. I'm not finished with one of them. That's why. Okay. My bad. That's why you haven't found the other one, Alan. The other one is still alive. You're currently killing the other one. Okay. Let's get rid of this one. We'll keep this one. We will fix it up so that it is acceptable. And we will be... no. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's just a machine age. We won't worry too much about that. I will get rid of you, but in exchange, I will be upgrading you. There.
Enemy plan.
Alright, there. Now we knock them out. Now you can go land. Yes. Now you can go over here where Shard's gonna also go.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
And we've got that. Okay. Let us see here. And we're going to go with... let's go with... oh, never mind. Okay, my bad. Never mind. We just got that technology because we were grabbing all the debris. That's why we were able to get that. Okay, this one is one that we're going to be able to get. Okay. let's go with... I kind of want to grab that, but let's grab... I get the feeling these two are already gonna be taken care of. Yeah, I get the feeling those are gonna be taken care of by just scanning debris. So let's go with mining station output. Let's just up our mining stations. Research and research. Research and research.
On-site invasion initiated.
Yep. Taking over a FTL. Oh, should I take... Yeah, we'll keep this. Yeah, we'll keep it. And now we got a new option. What are we going to do for this? Because I'm going to want to take this. This is what we're going to need later on, and I'm going to want it. Because just for the pure megastructure build speed, that's what we're going to want. And I talked about maybe wanting to take one of these, but from the other timeline, I know that I never do. So maybe I could take this, but honestly, nah. I think right now what I want is, I want this unyielding.
Agenda available.
I think the unyielding is actually going to be really, really good for us. Because, honestly speaking, just making our star bases stronger would help us out a crap load. Because eventually we are going to be on the defensive side. I know it might not seem like it, but eventually we will be on the defense.
Build job complete.
Eventually we will be on the defense. So we're going to want to go and... We're going to want to go and try to limit how badly we are going to get our butts kicked.
Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
How about you jump over there? Don't waste any more time.
Hostile fleet. Attempt.
Yeah, scum and villainy, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Okay, and you guys go ahead and jump in there. Alrighty, enter orbit, enter orbit. You I'm going to send onto that planet. Ooh. Maybe not. Maybe we're just gonna have you chill out there. And bring a couple of fleets over to basically... Yeah, there. Okay. We'll do that.
We've constructed something game-changing. Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station. Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege. New augments research. Strap in.
Huh. But, oh well. With that, we have successfully separated... We have successfully, cut these guys now off from the rest of their friends. And actually, if we look at it now, we should, yep, we only have three enemies. Good, that's what I wanted. I was hoping it was only 3. Alright. Okay, where's the enemies? Because, never mind. The enemy's right there. Yes. Okay. Well, this now has me jumpy. Now I'm worried that I missed a line, and now I'm about to get my butt kicked by somebody coming out of nowhere. Oh, and can't forget, let's go and start making some more, making some more headway on that.
Time for some new chrome. Space.
Not that I'm worried about that. And yes, nothing. Get rid of all this. And we are doing pretty alright. Ah, there we go. We finally met them. Yep, we will eventually destroy you. This is what happens when the mercenary enclave, you know, this happens when they send money. Obviously, there are perks and yada yada yada, obviously stuff that can speed this up, I'm pretty sure, or make them give you more. But yeah, all they give you, me personally, as far as I'm known, is 2K, and we make that in like, shit, 3 months? And they took how many months to get that to us?
Some solid tech in these scraps.
So, yeah. Not too... Nothing too absolutely ridiculous or out of the way. And there. That ought to be that. Okay. How's the rest of the place going? You're doing good. You're doing so-so. Okay. Hyper relays. And yeah, we'll wait till all the fleets link up together. Then we'll begin taking over the planets. Because the last thing I want is to suddenly have to deal with the fact that we can't take over a damn planet because we suddenly lost one of our... Well, I don't really want to... I think one of these guys, or at least I remember fighting an empire that is necromancers just like us. I want to say it's these guys.
We found some solid tech in these scraps.
No. I remember there was one of them, and if you just send an army to basically go and fight them, and they obviously raise them all from the dead, all you're doing is just giving them free defender armies. That's all you're doing is, by doing that, is you're just giving them free defender armies. So that's why I like to be a bit safer about it. Oh, let's go with battleships. I'm not going to use any battleships, but...
Mixing it up with a hostile fleet. Build job complete. Build job complete.
Okay, just had to make sure that they weren't actually stronger than my one fleet over here. And actually, I could just be on the safe side and toss the Legion over there. Yeah, I could send Legion over there just to be on the safe side. I don't need to hold on to them, So we'll do that. Alright. These guys should be ready to rock and roll, should be ready to land. Right? You're not. You're good. I was gonna say, because they shouldn't be coming over here.
Invasion initiated. Let's get it.
There we go. Okay, now you should be able to land too. Go ahead.
On-site invasion initiated.
And with
Let's get
that, that should be... Oh, wait, yep. Can't do that quite yet. What I could possibly do is... Oh, damn it. For the first time in recorded history, the warring factions of the Etruscans have united under a single Great Khan. This mysterious warlord, who, according to some accounts, is a powerful psychic, has emerged from their warrior caste and accomplished what most thought impossible. Through a combination of guile, charisma, military genius, the newly crowned Great Khan has won the utter loyalty and devotion of all Etruscan factions. Now they are no longer busy killing each other, the Etruscans are turning their attention elsewhere. Grand fleets are massing for war, crewed by eager warriors who are now steadfast comrades in arms despite having been mortal enemies mere months ago. A new threat is born. The Great Khan is alive. Okay, where are you? Yes! Yes! He did appear here! Also, shit! He did appear here! I mean, I can kill him easy. I'm going to kill him easy. Problem is, we need to get the heck out of here as soon as possible and get back over there. What are we looking at here? Okay. Inductor. You go over here. Terminus. You go over here. Tanuki, you go over there. And Ahab, you go over there. Yep. I've got stuff to do. Don't have time to go and mess about with you guys. I'll come kill you later. Right now, we got cons to kill. Don't got time for this. I will come and kill you guys later. Don't worry about that. Whew. Of course, mind you, the Great Khan, I'm showing you that this is a 400k fleet right here. Scary. Really scary, even for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can make that with my fleets, no problem, but scary, scary guys. However, that's not counting the 50k that they already had here. So it's more around the lines of 3.5k. So, still scary, just not super scary. Yep, and the Khan's gonna, of course, go over there, and they're gonna take that.
Mining station zeroed. Spaceport offline.
Yep, they're gonna do that. I'm not worried. I can take that stuff back,
One of our
no
planets
problem.
is trying to firewall our network.
You are kidding me. Why the heck do you constantly do this? You know what? You know what? Hang on. Hang on. Can I abandon the planet? There's got to be a decision that lets me abandon the planet, right? Yes. There. Revolt now, motherfucker. Okay, back onto this world. Alright, so now we just gotta hold out till... We just gotta hold out till the, We just gotta hold out till the till the rest of our fleets show up. Which should not be much of a problem. Yeah, they're almost here anyways. Good. Meaning, I just need to fight off the Khan. Which means I don't actually need to fight off the Khan, because the Khan's not actually going to try to fight me. We received an urgent communication from the Desert Armada. They say that the Azurian Horde made them an offer they cannot refuse. Their only way out of the deal is to find employment elsewhere within 2 months. If no one hires them, they will enter the service of the Khan and have no choice but to wage total war against us. Sure. 2,400? Sure, why not? Yeah, sure. Okay, you guys, get your butts over here. Don't make me smack you up. Okay. Come on, fleets.
New augments researched. Strap in.
Perfect. Go kill that guy.
Our station is in the crosshairs. Mining station zeroed.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Well, I will say, I wasn't planning on the Great Khan popping up, but, well, I can't say that I was all that worried. I mean, honestly speaking, I'm not all that worried. Come on, hurry up, get in there, get in there before they start landing their damn fleets.
Hostiles engaged.
Did you get the transport fleets? Yes, you did.
Moving
Perfect.
up a new colony.
So they can't actually go and land their fleets now. Good. All right, perfect. Now, once Charge shows up, we will go and we will actually go and start taking the fight to the con. Perfect.
Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
There we go. I was gonna say, hey, how about we don't let Shard fight the battle all on its own? That would be nice. And we'll send you guys on in too. Just to be on the safe side. And I'll send you to go and follow these guys. And where the heck are my... Where's my science festivals? I got more than just that one. Yes, I do. Okay, good. You come on up here and start researching these projects. Great Khan meets defeat. In spite of her vaunted military genius, Feathers of Green, the Great Khan of the Itricent Horde, has met with defeat in the Rogon system. When the armada she was commanding was lost in battle against forces belonging to the Cyberian Eradicators, Great Khan and her closest officers fled into hyperspace in a small shuttlecraft. Even now, the Feathers of Green is busy assembling a new armada to resume her conquest. But this victory has brought some much-needed respite to those who oppose the restless advance of the Itricent Horde. So the Great Khan is not infallible. You bet your ass they're not. Okay, so good news. We managed to kill the Great Khan, which means the Great Khan will eventually come back with another fleet. Eventually. Not right away, but eventually. All we have to do is just keep taking little nibbles out of the Great Khan's forces here, and we'll be fine. Honestly, this up here is probably going to be the best, spot for us. These guys over here probably are better suited to just being defenders than actual attackers. You hang out by the hyper relay.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
Actually, it might not be a bad idea to take those guys down. Yeah, in fact, it would be a very good idea to take those guys down. Because that's the scary fleet right there. This group right here is the scary group. If I take these guys down, we suddenly have no problems whatsoever we have no problems whatsoever. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're just gonna go and we're gonna rip apart the those guys. And to do that, we're going to need a lot of... We're going to need a lot of alloys. Nope, the con has not come back yet. That's fine.
Our station is in
Upgrade
the
to the...
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege. We're under attack. Time to dance.
This is the Great Khan, Feathers of Green of the Itrisan Horde. My defeat at the hands of Cyberian Eradicators was a minor setback, nothing more. The Cyberware are brave warriors and worthy opponents, but they too will far before us. The tide of history is sweeping across the galaxy. Nothing can stop it. My new armada has been assembled. All who attempt to stand in my way will be vanquished. Second onslaught approaches. Okay. Okay, cool. So, no, we're actually all good. You just chill out. You just hang out here. Alright, so, good news.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
Yeah, the Great Khan is nothing. Great Khan ain't shit. I took out her assault fleet, which is good. Whew. So that'll give us some extra breathing room. Honestly, I've got her pretty much good and trapped. Of course, that was kind of the whole game plan. Eesh, though. Speaking of Ish, okay. Back to doing this, that, fleet management, more fleets. Gosh dang though. Spend a lot of cash on trying to get my dang ships in ship shape. But that's fine. We'll be fine. We'll activate cloaking. And we will do a bit more. Oh, are you coming this way? Yes, yes you are. Okay, we are going to have you sit right there. And as soon as the Great Khan pops over, we are going to, well, pop her in the jaw.
Our station is in the crosshairs. We've constructed something game-changing. Fleet status deleted. We found some solid tech in these scraps.
Come on, come on. Come on, Take the con down. Yes! Heck yeah! Okay. The death of the Great Khan. The Great Khan, Feathers of Green, is dead. After her armada met with a defeat a second time in the Oleus system, the Great Khan made no attempts to escape her flagship when it was destroyed in battle by the Cyberian Eradicators. With their beloved leader gone, a vicious power struggle has erupted in the Itrisan Horde. The Great Khan's warlords are now fighting each other for control over her empire. It remains to be seen who will emerge on top. So ends the reign of Feathers of Green. After shifting through the wreckage of the Great Khan's flagship, our forces found a large blood-stained chair floating in space. We're reasonably certain that this piece of furniture is, in fact, the Great Khan's throne. Relic has been placed inside a secure vault. Whew. There, they are no longer a threat to us. About damn time.
Build job complete.
There. Okay, go ahead and head on back over there and get you guys yourselves healed up. And actually, oh. Are you guys still coming this way? Not really, but kind of. We need all the ships we can get. I'll delete them later. Ooh, now, something with the Great Khan that I should mention is we were able... What I couldn't mention before because, well, the Great Khan was attacking us and we really, really needed to take the Great Khan down. The thing about the Great Khan is that killing her, yeah, sure, it takes care of the whole being, a father thing, stops them from expanding. However, if they've expanded enough, once they're done, they will become little pocket empires. Little empires like these guys. This is both good and bad, but they could also simply just, well, basically become another Khan. Another Khan could just pop up again. In fact, another Khan might still pop up again. But it's unlikely. They only took 2 systems, so it's highly unlikely that they'll actually pop up again. But yeah, now you see why I decided to just grab my entire fleet and just yeet them at the Khan because of exactly how dangerous the Great Khan is. If I hadn't thrown everything I had at the Great Khan, we probably would have been screwed. So, yeah, something to keep in mind for yourself. And we lost Ahab. No real big shock there. I was not planning on keeping Ahab for the long term, honestly speaking here. I had no doubt in my mind that Ahab was not going to be. Horde reverts to old ways. The death of the Khan has also proved the killing blow for many reforms that were instituted by the Itrasans to turn the disorganized marauder clans into a consolidated galactic empire. None of the warlords who succeeded the Khans have shown the least bit of interest in continuing these reforms. and the Utrasins have reverted to their old ways of their violent marauder past. The Utrasins are united no more. It was inevitable, perhaps. Alrighty. Now all I need to do is just kick these guys to the curb. Ah, but that is a slight problem. I say problem, like I can't just go and send my fleets to go rip the crap out of them. Which I very much will.
Hostiles engaged.
Goodbye.
Junk decoded. One Empire's trash is our payload.
Yeah, that was the more likely event to happen. Very rarely will they ever actually unite enough to actually be a threat. More often than not, they just do that. They basically just become nothing more than a bunch of marauders again.
It was well worth the alloys.
So obviously, since the Khan is no longer around, I don't need to keep these guys alive anymore. I don't plan on keeping them alive anymore.
Debris decrypted. Payday.
And I have absolutely no idea. Huh. Oh, that's neat. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll take that. Alright. But yeah, we are just going to just destroy them. We're not going to be playing this whole game any longer. We're just going to destroy them. Get rid of them. Do I have to? No. No, I really don't. But I also want this land, so that does help me out.
One Empire's trash is our payload.
And that's that. They are just down to their singular starbase area now.
That upgrade was well worth the alloys.
And honestly speaking, they're probably not going to be able to
constructed something game-changing.
Yeah, they're not going to be that dangerous or difficult to deal with anymore.
Fleet augmented.
Now I'll just wait for the rest of my crew to assemble, and we'll go rip them apart. I'm actually a little bit shocked by that. I had actually thought that we were going to have to, well, do some invading. That's why I had my invading army here. I figured they'd at least take this planet, but nope. I was able to just barely keep them back.
We've got alien roamers on the ground.
And don't worry, we'll kill you later. But hey, that works for me. Alright. Now we send the salvage fleet over there just to be nice. Just to get them out of our hair. But for the rest of you guys, go rip them apart. And what do we got here? What, oh, what do we have? Let's go with this applied abstract physics. I think it unlocks something nice. And do you. I want you to come over here and build star bases.
New augments research. Strap in. Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station. Mixing it up with a hostile fleet.
Yeah. The freeholders are pretty much done. Oh, marauders, sorry. Marauders are pretty much done. Yep. The once proud warrior culture of the Itrasans is no more. Forces from the Cyberian Eradicators have destroyed the last of the massive space stations that housed the majority of their populations. Refugees from their surviving civilization population have scattered across the galaxy. Although some Itrasan pirate and mercenary fleets may still be unaccounted for, the loss of their space dwellings is a devastating blow that they cannot recover from. This puts a definite end to their raiding. Indeed.
New augments research.
The hell it does. There's still several dwellings. Like hell, it puts a damper on them.
Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
Whatever. A little glitch there where all my fleets just were lost to the void. I'm not worried. Yeah, they'll be back in no time at all, so it can happen. It hasn't happened to me too often, but it can happen. You know.
Mixing it up with a hostile fleet.
Research all those, and then go and research all of that. Research all of that, and research all of that.
Build job complete.
A large fleet of Itrasan mercenaries have translated out of hyperspace in the Corinth system. It looks like all the surviving Itrasan mercenary outfits that were deployed elsewhere when we smashed their last space station have put their differences aside and joined forces. We are not certain how they managed to elude our sensor cover to reach Corinth, but they are transmitting the message on open channel on screen. To the wretched cowards of the Cyberian Eradicators, as you destroyed our homes, we shall now burn yours. We have nothing left to lose. You have made certain of that. All that we hope is, for now, is to die in battle and take as many of your so-called warriors with us as possible as we journey to the great beyond. Ready your defenses. Battle stations, people. Okay, where the heck are they? Ah, right over there. Go kill them. I am not in the least bit worried. Though I will say, they did pick a perfect spot to go and decide to mess with me. That is the best spot if you were going to mess with me to mess with me at. And as per usual, the Tanuki's always the last one to show the heck back up. Oh, wait, no. The Death Fleet will be the... Oh, shit. Okay. Go back to making me money.
Debris decrypted. Payday.
Enter orbit. Hey, come on. Okay, you... I don't even know where the heck you are. Oh, you're way the heck over here. Okay. Shoot, that works for me. Really? No, really? And then you're gonna go over there. Because these guys are probably gonna close their borders to us as soon as the peace deal is up and over with. Which I could very clearly see happening as soon as the as soon as you actually get through our territory. As soon as you get through their territory. I can very clearly see that happening. Alright, as for the rest of you guys, let's see. Yeah, let's just have you all jump over here. I can fix you guys up as I see fit later on. Grab one of you guys and have you make a... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say have you make a hyper gateway over there, but no, that's not happening.
Junk decoded. One Empire's trash is our payload. New augments researched. Strap in.
Okay, we've got the regenerative tissues. Oh, hey, they're getting the orbital Elysium. Nice. Still nothing that's actually necessary, but neato to say the least. Okay, you. Come on down there. No. Go there, then go there.
We're under attack. Time to dance.
Not in the least bit worried. Yep, not in the least bit worried. Let's have you... I'll have you jump over there too. Alrighty, there. And that is the end of the Great Khan. I know, not exactly very... kind of anticlimactic, a little bit. But that's what happens when you have a bit of foresight and do a good bit of planning. You can basically take care of annoyances like that real quick. So, I think we're going to call this an episode here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm probably, I was going to say I might do a little bit off screen just fixing this up, but nah, we'll do that on screen next episode. So, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe, yada yada yada, do the YouTube thing, and hope you guys have a fantastic day. Sayonara.